it is what it is. So could be worse. I could be in snow. I think then I'd be even grumpier. So I'm glad we're not doing that. So thank you to these guys. And then the last group, before we let them sit down, is thank the Patriot Guard. That was so moving tonight and so nice of you guys to come. And thank you, Ron, for it took us about a week and a half on the phone tag stuff. And that's when I was doing the cop stuff still. And I think you and I had to talk when I was finally awake some afternoon that it just didn't work real good to call you, 2:30 in the morning when I was eating dinner from work. So I don't know why I didn't answer the phone at 2:30 in the morning, but no, thank you. That means so much to us. And the nice little the knitted. I mean, that's gonna go right in my room, and it's just very special that you guys took the time and thought of us today. And nice to see a lot of Navy veterans that, okay, we'll be normal like you guys when we get back, so, or somewhat normal. But I gotta say, my wife would never let me get a motorcycle or a moped, so God bless you guys, because if I ever got a motorcycle, my stuff would be not even in garbage bags in the front yard, it would just be in the front yard, so you're doing better than me, so round of applause for you guys, and thank you so much, and gals, for coming.
Woo!
Our next person I want to say a few words is Lieutenant Commander Steve Chuck, who is the R Unit, NR, NSF. Wait, see, I already screwed it up, sir. NR, NAVSTA, got it? NSF Rota, so, Lieutenant Commander.
Well, I don't know if I can top that, so I'll do what I can. It is kind of bittersweet that we do this send-off, but we're just reservists, right? I mean, what are we doing? I'm also happy to say that I'm in the Navy, and you know what? I did have a different perception of it being at U.S. Central Command, working with General Petraeus. I do know there are some intelligent ones out there, so that's good. Something else, it's not head anymore, it's latrine. So, because otherwise if you say, well, I won't really say anything about that. We do have families here. And I guess I'm going to have to adjust my speech, because there is a saying about sailors and their language and stuff, so I'll have to edit this as much as I can to make sure it's family friendly. And one other note, having been there with Army soldiers, I learned to say "whoop" a lot. And I actually Googled it and figured out what it means. It means heard, understood, acknowledged, which basically is like aye aye, sir, ma'am, in the Navy. But I will question sometimes how the Army uses it. Hey man, let's go get a drink. Whoop. Okay. Moving on. First and foremost, really like to recognize the families, friends who are here to support. It's funny that the military calls families dependents, because as anyone knows, they're anything but. We're called to serve our duty, and in a lot of ways it's easier for the deploying members because we get right into a routine. We start doing training, next thing you know, you get into a routine, and it's just, okay, go to work out, sleep, eat, work out, sleep. Okay, maybe sweat a little bit. But it's the families that have to carry things forward. Take care of the bills, take care of the lawn, and we forget that. I mean, if you think about a corporation that cuts their workload by 50% and says, keep doing what you're doing, you'll be fine. Yeah, it's not going to happen. And I know I work for Target, or I like to call it Target, and if I were to see them cutting their workload or working staff by 50%, just won't happen. And I think I just want to take this time to say thank you for all the support that you give and that you will continue to give to to our deployed members. So a round of applause for the families, please.
Woo!
With that said, I know a lot of the families have been going through a lot of emotions, you know, but I'm going to have to ask the families to be a little honest, because, you know, yeah, when you deploy, there's, I think, shock is one of them. There's a lot of sadness, there's mourning, there's anger. But I know for those of you who got to be honest, some of you are like, man, I'm tired of this guy, man, let him get out of here quick. But, please, that's what my wife said to me, I don't know. But the good thing is, you know what? It's see in about a year. You know, see in about a year. And you know, there's talk about, you know, dangers and stuff over there and everything. I'm sorry, guys. You guys going to Kuwait? You guys going there for a vacation? I don't care what lies you told these people. I was at CENTCOM. Guess what? Kuwait never came up. And you guys gonna play cops, half of you, right? The other four are gonna be like, well, this is the same, it's just hot here. Gosh, I don't know. Just need some extra deodorant, you know? And hopefully, I'm not gonna name names, but hopefully some of you come back a little bit trimmer, which I'm sure some people will understand. But then again, some people, oh yeah, people are starting sucking in now, right? Kind of like when they're getting body weight measurements for PFT. But anyways, that's a little inside joke. I will say it's very hard for me because the sailors that stand before you are tremendous contributors to our unit. The XO and I, we're feeling it. It's painful. We're like, why do they have to go? Why? I think we've been doing more crime than anybody. But you know, they also have a bunch of good leaders here that know how to lead. And what the first premise is taking care of your people, and they've continued to do that through this whole mobilization process, and I know they'll continue to do that when they come back. So, see you soon.
Woo!
Gotta turn that back on, yeah. You forget your water too, sir. I'll carry your back to the car too, so. All the military members here, a few showed up from our unit, and we had kind of a culture change in our unit. We had about 5 key people gone, and we did not have a chief. Works for him. We had 5 members gone from our unit, and things were a little difficult, and we had kind of a hard-charging commander who we learned a lot from him, and we basically had to kind of adjust the way we thought and adapt, and it's been kind of 2 different worlds, but serving as a unit lead petty officer for our Navy people that are here and understand that was interesting for me to try to figure that all out, and then try to figure it out for a limited duty officer type that was wanted to go blow stuff up and shoot things and get in fights with people and such, literally, to somebody that's a Naval Academy graduate and can spell better than all of us put together in the room. And I can actually write an evaluation now that makes sense, or more sense than it did just a short few months ago when I got to serve with Lieutenant Commander Chung. So we're all lucky for that, and it's nice to leave for all of us, that we can leave and don't have to worry about the hard work that a lot of us have put in the past 4 or 5 years in the unit, and come back and think that things are going to be worse. I'm certain that things will be even better when we come back. So thank you, sir, for that and being patient with us when we leave. And I think the commander thanked the families, and from our perspective, I just wanted to make sure and say thank you as well to all the families and friends that I